Hey everybody, and welcome back to Emerald Coast. It's day 4 of early autumn, and we're down here at the shop first thing in the morning because we are doing ourselves some upgrades. That's right, it is time to upgrade. What are we upgrading, you might ask? Well, we're going to upgrade some of our haymaking equipment, as well as we're going to buy, well, we've already bought a bigger planter. So it's time to say goodbye to our New Holland 258 bar rake. It served us well for 2 years, but it's time to say goodbye because we've already purchased and already picked up the Vermeer. It's a wheel rake. It displays out in a V pattern and actually lets us pick up 2 windrows of grass at a time. And speaking of mowing grass, that's right, we have picked ourselves up a disc bine. So the hay bine is still at the farm, and we're going to keep it around for probably the smaller grass fields. But the disc bine here is going to help us out a significant amount when it comes to the big grass field. In fact, we just finished the big grass field yesterday, and it took all day long to mow that field and get it tedded and baled up. Thankfully, we were doing all of it at the same time. But we basically started mowing probably around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. We had to do a little bit of animal care before we got mowing for the day. But we got started fairly early in the day, and it took all day long to get that field mowed up. So called down here, and they had this disc bine in stock, and went ahead and sent the money over, and thankfully they parked it out there for us to pick up. So the disc bine here allows us to mow at basically twice the speed that we were mowing before. I think the working width is a little bit narrower than the other one, but at twice the speed we're going to be at an advantage of being able to mow much quicker than previous times on this big field. And speaking of this big field, we've got about 240 bales to pick up. 24 trips with our bale trailer. Look at them all over the place. I mean, it is like a barn just exploded on the field. They are literally scattered everywhere. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is picking up these bales. And we're actually not going to take them to our farm here. We're going to run them up to the bale shed up by that other field. So we're going to take them, like I said, up to the shed up here by the other field that we were mowing the last video. Also, if you were keen-eyed, you saw down in the shop, we got ourselves a big Great Plains 3-sectioned seeder because we are going to, now that we're farming with some bigger fields, I need some bigger seeders to get that wheat and barley and whatnot in the ground. We're just going to park the disc bine right here by the old hay bine. Because since we've been last together, we have actually picked up another field. We went ahead and bought field 1, which is there beside the arable farm. And it's a pretty big field. I think it was like just about $600,000 to purchase that. Go ahead and park that there. And you'll see the rake that we got over here. Rake. And where's our pickup truck? I'm gonna run back down to the shop and see if we can't. I don't know if the pickup truck here might be a little bit too small to bring back the cedar. We'll just have to see. Look at all those hay bales. Oh my goodness, they're all over the place. Let's see here, field 1 is over here to the right. And it's got wheat in it now. Here's field 1. Big old field 1, and behind that is our poplar field. We now own that field. We came into a fair bit of money because there was another great demand for compost. And we were able to sell the rest of the compost that we had. We've also got this manure spreader, but I don't think we're going to use it to spread manure. I think we're going to use it to spread compost. Now, I'm thinking that they're both too big for this. So we're going to go ahead and head on back. But I also wanted to swing up and drive up into the woods real quick, because I took a trip up there the other day just to check things out, and it looks like those saplings we put in the ground are starting to grow a bit. So I wanted to go show that to you guys. And our poplar is also sprouted back up, so we can swing back and take a look at that also. We are just about to 1 month away from the release of Farm Sim 19. And I have to tell you, every Friday, every Fact Sheet Friday, it gets even more and more exciting as more and more stuff is revealed in the equipment reveals that Fact Sheet Friday bring. Still a fair bit of equipment that has been in previous games, or that was definitely in 17 that we haven't seen yet in 19. So it's kind of curious as to if they're going to come back or not. But here you go. We got our saplings. I think they have grown a little bit since the last time that we were up here. The last time we were up here, they were just little sticks. So that's looking pretty good. It's going to be quite a while before we're able to do anything with those. Let's just head through the woods here. Gotta be careful with all the mud on this road still. Had a rainstorm come through here just a couple days ago. Dumped a major amount of rain. Really kicked up the mud. And this road stays pretty muddy all year round, just because it's so shaded. All of these trees. I've got half a mind to maybe to clear the trees from either side of this road, just for the purpose of getting the road some more light. Hopefully that would make the road a little bit less muddy all the time. Let's see. That's where our road turns off. Our sugarcane is coming along quite nicely. I mean, it is really shot up there. I don't want to walk it too far in there. It's pretty rough. Two-thirds of our growth. Let's go ahead and check out our poplar here. I think the last time we were down here, the poplar was still in a seeded state, just post harvest. There you see it has rebounded quite nicely. Very thick stand of poplar here. We're at 25% growth. I think when we planted the poplar, we were at 40%. So I think it's going to take a little bit longer to come back to maturity this time around than when we planted the saplings, poplar saplings the first time. Go ahead and start picking up these bales. The 240 is an incredible number of bales out of this one field. When you think that I got 35 bales off of the small field down here, the triangle field the other day. And I put those bales in the storage building down there in town. And I forget what we got off of the other field up there. I have to take a look once we get up there with our first load. So tomorrow I am expecting hopefully the corn to come due. If the corn is not ready for harvest tomorrow, that means that our corn and soybeans are going to be ready in late autumn, same time. And that is going to be very busy if we have to basically bring in both of our fields, or all of our fields in one seasonal time period. I'm really hoping that we can get those done in that we can get those split and get the corn in tomorrow through Tuesday. And then look at that, we got late autumn. We have 3 days of rain so far in late autumn. 3 days out of 4. So that's not looking good at all to bring in our soybeans. Let alone if we need to bring in our corn at the same time. Oh my gosh, that would be awful. 3. One thing that I want to check is there may be a way for me to get there from here without going back the road. I want to check and see if that might be a possibility. This fence line, though, may run all the way back to the train tracks, but I'm hoping it doesn't. I think that might be a shortcut we can take. Alright, one more. Alright. Let's see if we can't get there from here, so to speak, by driving along this fence row. Because we want to get right over there. You can see the roof over there. It's quite a foggy day. Kind of cloudy, but I can see the roof over there. Off in the distance, that's where I want to go. And I think it'd be a lot quicker than driving all the way down the road, running up the road, and then coming back in the back. Just have to see if we can't get around this fence here. But that's what today is pretty much going to consist of, is trying to load these bales off of that field, and if possible, see if we can't maybe get a coat of fertilizer down. Alright, that looks to me, that fence goes all the way down to the train tracks. I don't think I'm going to be able to make a shortcut of this. Down there is where we were taking the trees out over winter. I think I am going to have to take the road. Let's head on down the road here. I'm also thinking about maybe picking up some more sheep tomorrow. I've got a call from the animal dealer telling me that tomorrow they're going to have a special on. Basically, they need to clear out some stockyards for a big rush of pigs coming in here in a little bit, and they would need to clear out the sheep pens in order to make room for these pigs that are coming. So, heading down there and seeing if we can't maybe pick up 40 or 50 pigs, or not pigs, but sheep. If we pick up 50 sheep, that'll bring us up to 119 sheep. Depending on the deal, we might pick up we might pick up some more. We'll have to see. Sounds like the youngest one is excited about picking up some more sheep. And I think we're going to upgrade our milk tanker. With 141 cows, We're going to be hauling a lot of milk here over winter. So I think I'm going to pick up a different milk tank here in the next few days. Just have to see how that works out. You know what? Let me pull in here real fast. I can't remember if Betty stuck some chicken eggs with me or not. I don't think I have any, but we'll just check. Nope, no chicken eggs. Oh, I didn't think it was that exciting. Oh, I don't know what he's watching. Oh, hit that invisible wall again. Alright, let's go up here and see how many bales of hay we got off of this field earlier in the season. But basically that was late summer. You actually could probably get a little bit off of this field again if we really wanted to bother with it. I don't think we're going to. But when we were mowing that, I was talking about probably bringing and putting some stacks down here and putting some hay stacks over here, and we have done that. So you can see here we've got 72 bales came off of that field earlier. Got room for 108 bales over there, and we got room for 180 bales over here. So we can we've got the room for 288 bales. We've got 240 bales to get off the field. So we've got just enough to store them up here. And I think I'm going to call some folks up and see about maybe selling these bales up here by the semi-load, if we can. So, if we can get these bales hauled off by the semi-load, then we're going to be making a fair bit of cash. He is excited. I don't even know what the world he's watching. Whoa! We'll make ourselves a fair bit of cash this winter if we can do that. I'm hearing that maybe we might need to. There might be some need up north or out west for some of these bales. I understand there's been a drought out west where there is a serious shortage of hay in general. So much that folks are willing to pay quite a premium to get it shipped over from the East Coast. And there was a fair bit of wet weather up north this last summer, and so far into autumn, that there may be a fair bit of folks who've not been able to make hay due to all the rain, not being able to get the hay dried out in time, or flat out just losing it out in the field because it got too much rain on it, and then basically started to mold up and everything. So basically just had to scatter it to the wind. Better luck next year, kind of a thing. So I'm thinking we're going to be able to sell probably all of our excess hay over winter. Just need to find the right buyers, so to speak. All right, let's pick some up on this side. When we come back, we will hopefully be shelling some corn. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit that like button. Let me know you liked the video. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. We do Let's Play videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on Emerald Coast. We are very close to closing out our second full year of our 10-year journey on Emerald Coast. As you can see, things have progressed quite a bit. For those that are maybe new to the series, we started the series with nothing other than a pickup truck and a chainsaw. We had no money in the bank. We owned no fields. We had only our C10 pickup truck that we still have, a chainsaw, and that's it. So we went up into the woods, started doing some forestry by cutting down trees, cutting them up, and putting them in the back of the pickup, and basically hauling pickup load after pickup load down to the sawmill for, you know, chump change, basically, because we weren't able to put any real logs on the truck. It's just basically stuff that we could carry and toss on the back. And then eventually we were able to afford a tractor and a set of arms and a small log trailer, so that we were able to cut up some bigger logs. And at that point we started making some more money. And then we bought ourselves a little wood chipper and chipped up some wood chips, put them in a trailer, hauled them down here to the compost master, saved and penny pinched to buy fuel for the compost master. Started making ourselves some black gold, which was rather profitable for sure. Bought our first fields and our first bit of equipment to do a little field work, plant some seeds, and you know, basically work our way through the first year. Bought just a few cows, a few sheep and pigs. I think we may have had maybe 10 cows the first year, maybe 10 sheep and 20 pigs or something. And now look where we are. We got ourselves a lot of fields. I don't know about how many. Let's see here. We got fields 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got fields 9, 10, 12, 18, 19, 16, and 22. We've got a fairly good representation of fields that we're able to grow our crops. Got ourselves up to 141 cows. Oh, sorry about that. I had to mute there. We had a major sneeze coming on. Worked our way up to 141 cows, 75 pigs, and 69 sheep at the moment. Like I said, I think we might pick up a fair bit of more sheep, maybe double our sheep numbers. We'll have to see here in the next coming days. Get ourselves a nice little fleet of farm equipment and tractors and trucks, because we are operating all 3 farms here on the map. Just have to see where year 3 takes us. Some folks have asked, well, what's your goals for the 10-year play? And I was like, well, it's to get through 10 years. That's the only goal I got. You know, it's not own all the fields, it's not have a certain number of animals, not to have made a certain amount of money or anything like that. It is just to survive and play 10 years. We are very near to our start of our 3rd year. Alright guys, well, I'm going to leave that to you all. I'm going to finish hauling the bales. Only 22 more loads today to get all those bales hauled up here. So until next time guys, happy farming.